It's about to go down. We made it. We made it to the main event, Obi-Wan versus Anakin Skywalker. For those of us who saw this in the theater, we had already seen, hopefully, 4, 5, and 6. We've been waiting for this for years. Well, here it is. And from a fight choreographer's point of view, we are going to break it the hell down. Anakin's turned to the dark side. He is now Darth Vader. Rise. Yoda was like, look, Obi, you go take care of Anakin, I'll take care of Darth Sidious. And Obi's like, nah, man, let's switch that. And Yoda was like, and then Obi was like, yeah, you right, I'd get my ass whooped. Anakin choked Natalie Portman. Anakin, Obi, you need some help. Let's get ready to rumble. Bam! Alright, so we got Obi and Anakin squaring off. Anakin's talking about, if you're not with me, you're against me. And Obi-Wan's all like, oh, that absolutes, man. We can't deal with that. Pulls out a saber. I will do what I must. Backflip, you will try. We come in. We got the seesaw strikes. Bam, bam, bam. Seesaw strikes. Spin. Seesaw strikes. Spin. Seesaw strikes. So already, it's more fast and furious than any other lightsaber fight so far. All the praise I gave to some of those other lightsaber fights, this one right here is more fast and furious than all of those. Doesn't necessarily mean it's better. Now, I will say this. He comes in with those seesaw strikes, right? What I mean by that is he's got his high guard up and he's just tipping. He's just tipping it side to side. Seesaw strikes. And Obi-Wan is doing the same thing. Okay, that's cool. What I don't like is that then they loop that. Comes in, throws like maybe 4 or 5 strikes, and then they loop the same 4 or 5 strikes. More than once. They loop this several times at the beginning of this fight. And I feel like they are cheating because maybe when the fight choreographer came up with the fight, this is what I got. Cool. We're going to take what you got. I'm going to go to the editing, I'm going to go to the cutting room floor, and we're going to make it longer because we need this fight to be longer. And I don't care because I don't know about fighting, and I don't know that maybe people wouldn't just do the same 3 strikes over and over again. But they're lightsabers. What happens when lightsabers hit other lightsabers? It's a flash of light. And what is that? It's cool. And that's what we're going on. We're using all the tricks in the book. We don't have to have a good fight if we have lightsabers. And I'm not saying that this isn't a good fight, but it started off interesting and then you started looping shit. That's not good. But we're just at the beginning. Let's see what happens next. Okay. So, all right. Yep. Oh, I just saw you do. Okay, spin and oh, I just saw you do that. And all right, up, down. Oh, that was the same type of thing, but kind of different. So it wasn't exact. And a kick to the chest. Cool, because Obi-Wan's defense is terrible. So now, but he's also fighting Anakin, and if anybody knows him, it should be Anakin. Because they've been fighting for years. Now, I will say this. As far as doing the same moves over and over again, you get 2 people that know each other really, really well as these 2 should know. We can assume that they know. They are going to do. So you are going to do some of the same strikes. You're not going to do it back to back to back. Some people have signature combos that they just like to do. They're go-to moves because they work. Also, when you fighting somebody you've been fighting for a long ass time, it might look choreographed even though you're not. It's not. So, all right, let's a little thing slide. As far as whoever edited this together, that person, no. We cut to Yoda versus Palpatine, then we come back and look at this. Now, we've switched things up a little bit. Cool. Doing a couple of the same things over again, but it's not looped this time. It's just repeated in the fight. Behind the back, nice. And nice grapple, and again behind the back. And then we go down the hallway. That's 3 behind the back techniques for Anakin, or 3 behind the back blocks for Anakin. Anakin likes that behind the back shit, doesn't he? And it looks good. It looks good. This part right here, we changed it up. At least they changed it up. All right. Loop maybe a couple times, but it's not as glaringly obvious. Obi-Wan's still on defense because he's still got hope. Okay, he still wants to see if he can turn Anakin back to the light. Down the hall we go. Nice sparks. Doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter what they did right there because all the lightsabers and the sparks is just going to look cool. Bam, into the what? He moves out of the way of Anakin's block and then parries it down. Had that been Mace Windu would have just moved. Bam, you're dead, or bam, you better block this. Different styles. Love it. What I don't like, though, is we cut to Yoda versus Palpatine. We come back, and now suddenly Obi-Wan is being choked, and Anakin's... Where's Anakin's lightsaber? What happened? This is terrible, okay? Up till now, lightsaber, lightsaber, lightsaber. Ooh, stalemate, 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 for the most part, right? I mean, Obi-Wan is on defensive, but we missed a tussle. Something major happened for Anakin to lose his lightsaber, and now he's got Obi-Wan in a chokehold. First off, you lost your weapon, but then somehow you were able to get the person who still has a weapon in a chokehold. Release the Snyder Cut. This is bullshit. But we'll move on. Choke. Breaking him down. Breaking him down. Okay. You gonna singe his face off, Anakin? Because that's kind of nasty. But Obi-Wan in that position and doing that kick gets up. Anakin runs in for one of the worst. Well, you know what? Okay. Nah, I was right. One of the worst drop kicks I've seen on film. You could drive a bus through the gap of that kick and Obi-Wan's body. Why did you choreograph that? Did you choreograph it and think they could pull it off, and now you see that they can't? Because I've been there. I'd have been like, you know what? We're not going to do the drop kick. We're going to do whatever instead. But they kept the drop kick. Okay. Also, Obi-Wan had a lightsaber in his hand when Anakin came running at him for that drop kick. But, once again, I believe Obi-Wan does not want to kill Anakin yet. He is just prolonging this until he can hopefully turn Anakin back to the good side, right? Anakin gets up from the drop kick, which he landed. He comes back in for, what were you going to do right here, Anakin? Where were you running? Because Obi-Wan is way to your right, but you're running straight. You weren't even looking at him. So I don't... Bad choreography? Bad execution? Bad camera angles? Bad take, maybe? Everything is bad about this. Everything is bad about this. And this is one of those things where I've heard a lot of people talk about. So I'm not in the minority and thinking this is terrible. It's terrible. Moving on. Obi-Wan picks up his sword and it looks like he's about to bisect Anakin, but he's not. He knows Anakin's going to block his saber. Hell, honestly, right there, that looks like one of those spots where they've sparred so many times, they've actually been in this spot before, where Obi-Wan was able to get Anakin down. Like, I got you. Bam. I feel like that's something that's come up before. Too damn calm, right? Then we cut back to Yoda and Palpatine. We come back, and now these two, now Obi and Anakin are just standing there swinging at each other. Okay. And it looks cool. Now this part right here, where they just spin. They just spin the swords around. This is a combination of why the hell did you do this, and these two people, once again, know each other very well. But this is supposed to be, for Anakin, this might be a fight to the death. I'm not so sure Anakin is trying to kill Obi-Wan yet. So, we lock up, or should I say they lock up. Who's more powerful? Obi-Wan's got 2 hands on the blade. Anakin's got 1. But then we do the force push. And once again, a stalemate. And they jump. Anakin's doing his Mario Brothers double bounce, double jump. Bam! Obi-Wan blocks it and turns off everything. Now it's about to get hot. As if it wasn't warm already, especially with all the layers. Dog, if I was Obi-Wan, I'd have showed up naked. Anakin's got on black. Is that leather? Obi-Wan lands 2 kicks here. Nice. Alright. So Anakin's defense... We late in the fight at this point. Anakin's a little tired. Obi-Wan caught him. He caught him. Anakin caught Obi-Wan at the beginning of the fight. Now, I will say this. Obi-Wan was on pure defense. And when you are on pure defense and somebody's coming at you like Anakin was, you just can't block every damn thing. I think he could have blocked that kick. And sometimes you'll let shit land because it doesn't really do any damage to you. Not a straight kick right there, though. That's probably gonna do some damage to you. But you can let some stuff, you can slip. There's a difference between hitting someone and really landing a punch. And if you can go up against somebody that doesn't know the difference and you know how to make a Ma Tapa just hit but not actually land, you in good shape. Those kicks he did to Anakin, those are like, those would piss me off. Maybe Obi's doing that to piss Anakin off more, and then maybe he'll make some mistakes. We're in the hallway. Okay. Oh, that was very, very choreographed. It looked pretty, but it was extremely choreographed. I let it slide-ish. I mean, who am I? A fight choreographer. Goddamn. Okay, we're on a tightrope. Okay. And that's cool. You know, the thing about this fight, unlike some of the others, this one traverses a lot more areas, right? Simple strikes here because that's pretty much all you can do on this place, on that tightrope that they're walking. All right, we jump down and bam. Oh, did he just hit Obi-Wan in the face? Because you know Obi-Wan doesn't block anything that comes at his face. Iconic, right? However, right after that jump cut, that right there is my favorite part of the fight. I try to have a favorite part in every fight. This is my favorite part in this fight. I think the way Obi-Wan got out of the way of that slice to his leg was legit. Because there's a difference between you can be smooth with it and just lift the leg. Okay, you tired at this point, right? So lifting the leg, you might just fall over. I am so tired. We have been dogged. That seesaw shit, that's wearing me out. He had to use everything and lean with it, jump back. And if you notice, he looked down too to make sure his leg wasn't still there when he left. I just think Obi-Wan sold the desperation really well right here. Because if you notice, for the rest of the fight so far that we've seen, it's just been kind of a dance. Which dance fights, when you're Jedi and Sith, that's where dance fights should be. If you're going to have a dance fight, then damn it, give it to the Jedi and Sith. Moving on. He's coming in with that stab. Okay. These guys are still real pretty with their strikes, man. But, you know, Jedi and Sith, maybe they can focus and let their endurance, you know, last longer. I think they should have been hit by some of that. They got all those layers. Let some layers take a few hits. Ain't lava hot? Because that's a lot of lava, y'all, and they are very close. And they are looking like they are a little fatigued. This part here, you know, what we're doing is we're using our environment. Okay, that's cool. I personally think that Anakin could probably just do this and then take a toe, take a foot, take an ankle. But instead, somehow their arms are so long that they can still kind of sword fight from that angle like that. I don't think that's how the body works. But all right, it's not like he's got his Darth Vader saber yet where he can adjust the length. Yeah, I know about that. I told you, I used to teach this shit. Alright, now we got some Tarzan action. You need to get off of that, Anakin, or else you're gonna burn to death. Anakin jumps over to continue the fight with Obi. That is just too close to lava in my opinion. I feel like y'all should be sweating more. Dead. Looks cool, but once again, looks cool. Comes back in and we do the same thing we've been doing for a while now. A little up and down action. A little seesaw action. Okay, a little looping action. We're looping y'all gotta stop looping the same strikes back to back. Come on, throw something in the middle first. But that's, and Obi-Wan's like, man, I failed you, Anakin. I really failed you. And he's still trying to get through to him. Ain't that some shit? He's still trying to he has hope. I don't know why y'all are still working. Y'all need to clock out and go home. Everybody's got that student that is like, man, I'm going to learn everything I can from you, but I kind of think I can whoop your ass. Everybody's got that student, right? Anakin's got that kind of energy showing right now. You're always going to consider your teacher, your master, no matter what level you get to. But yeah, he's like, I can take you out. I know I can take you out. Flip over, watch your balance. We come in, same thing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, cool. Glad they look tired. Obi-Wan takes a look at where he is and gets the hell out. The high ground. Which, I mean, Anakin just stepped, but that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not. This was a choice. I disagree with it. Anakin jumps over Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, okay. Have you ever seen the Dukes of Hazzard? When Anakin jumped, that's when you need that voiceover to come in. Well, you know, I don't know about them Duke boys. Anakin tries to do a front flip over Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan says, well, and chops him to bits. Anakin rolls down the mountain. Pieces left. And Obi-Wan has a choice here. Obi-Wan could kill Anakin Skywalker because he cares about him, and that's kind of messed up to let him just burned to death. It's messed up, Obi. Plus, you have a job to do. You don't want him coming back and then, I don't know, kill a whole bunch of people and then, like, running a Death Star. And you don't want any of that happening, do you? Do you, Obi-Wan? Do you? So he leaves him. The fight's over. Obi-Wan won here. Obi-Wan does not kill Anakin. So it is Obi-Wan's fault that we have episodes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Obi-Wan probably should have killed him. If you're not going to kill him, then take his bits and pieces captive. Arrest the stump. Do anything other than give him a damn second chance. I'm just going to say I disagree with what Obi did here. Now let's go back to analyzing the fight. We came in from episodes 4, 5, and 6. The one thing we knew was Obi-Wan and Anakin going into this prequel. My thoughts. So I was wondering something about Obi-Wan for the longest time. And after wondering those things, I have found Ewan McGregor as an actor. I noticed that when he would throw his strikes a lot of times, it was as if a bungee cord was attached to his head, from his head to his arms, because a lot of times he would over-exaggerate with his head when he's throwing strikes. That's not Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's Ewan McGregor. That's someone who probably doesn't know how to fight, trying to act like they know how to fight, which is totally fine. This is my interpretation of what fighting looks like as a Jedi. Bam. Anybody that's got any kind of fight experience wouldn't do that. It's not that bad. I just was noticing it. Oh, and the other thing that I just noticed now, after reviewing these fights, I have come to this conclusion, and this conclusion is not an opinion. The only person in Star Wars that Obi-Wan can defeat in a lightsaber fight is Anakin Skywalker. If we're going by the movies, he gets beat by Darth Maul in the first, embarrassed by Darth Maul in the first one. He wins. It's almost as if Darth Maul goes AFK in order for Obi-Wan to win. It's a choice. It was the wrong choice. Let's go to episode 2. Obi-Wan Kenobi gets his ass whooped by Count Dooku quickly, and Anakin has to save him. Let's go to episode 3. Anakin and Obi-Wan fight Dooku at the same time. So this time, Obi-Wan has a partner from jump and gets his ass whooped quickly by Count Dooku. Embarrassed by Count Dooku. Now let's go to General Grievous. Obi-Wan once again gets his ass whooped and has to use a gun to win the fight. So my question would be to the fight choreographers. What the hell's wrong with y'all? If episodes 4, 5, and 6 didn't exist and we didn't go into the prequels already knowing that we are going to eventually see Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker, Ali versus Tyson, or whatever. If we didn't already go in knowing that, and 1, 2, and 3 actually came out first, by the end, I would be like, why is Obi-Wan even a threat? That's fact. The fact is, they made Obi-Wan look like a punk. Now, let me see it from Obi-Wan's side. Let me try to make Obi-Wan look good in this. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been able to beat Anakin, because he knows Anakin better than anyone, even though he couldn't beat Dooku, Maul, or Grievous without interference from God. But I wonder why the fight choreographers decided to make him look so inept. That's awful. But that's what I learned. I don't know, maybe he wins the fight in episode 4. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. But we're gonna watch it and we're gonna review it, because I haven't seen it in a long time. Once again, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your views. Comment if you like, share, and subscribe, because next video, Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader in the suit, episode 4. I cannot wait. Join me. Until then, peace.